falling flat. What a mess. Wait for him to get in here to fix my hair. I'm going to Mod Podge 2 things and go back inside. I'll take them inside to dry, but I like to Mod Podge out here in case I spill something. It doesn't go in the house. There's something in the driveway. The dogs can't get up here. The back porch has no entry. It's kind of nice. Definitely somebody going down the road. The turkey's been gobbling again. The turkey has been gobbling again. But I'm not going to try to call him today because it's raining. So what I'm going to do is I found this green charger at a thrift shop, and then I had a cow canvas, and I'm just going to put it in here, and then I'm going to put some flowers and ribbon around it. And I think it's cute. It's like Herefords or brown. I can't tell if that one looks like a brown Swiss, but the other one looks like a Hereford, so I don't know. But I think it's pretty. I like the green of the charger, so I am going to paint this and flip it over. And then I've got a quilt square of Mom's I'm going to attempt to Mod Podge into a frame. I don't know if that will work or not. I've never attempted that. I don't feel the greatest. The back end of this storm is coming through, and it's making my head hurt, y'all. It's not the storms that hurt me. It's the barometric pressure before and after them. Because I don't feel the greatest today. I don't look the greatest today. And I feel a nap coming on. But I'm going to try to get this painted and then in the house to dry. Mom's going to go to physical therapy. And I'm going to take a nap while everybody's gone. Because I'm tired. I didn't sleep good last night. Okay. Let's see if we can get this flipped over. So here's the cows. We'll Mod Podge the back. We're going to try to get them in the middle of this charger. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to put flowers around it. But I do want the barn to be kind of straight. To be kind of straight with the swipes on the charger, the paint swipes. But I got to get all the bubbles out. Hang on, I'll show you. Ew. Okay, so here's the cows on the green charger. I'm going to put some flowers and ribbons and stuff on it. Put a hanger on it. But the pretty thing that I'm fixing to do is Mom's quilt square. It's a mountain lily. And I cut it down. It's not the full quilt square. I had to cut it down because the full quilt square is so huge. It wouldn't fit in the little frame I had. But I'm going to put a mountain lily quilt square in a wooden frame and make it pretty. Captain. Well, hello, Captain Muhammad. Hello, Muhammad. I'm just doing a little crafting this morning. So howdy if you're new here. Howdy. I am from Appalachia. I do have my master's in psychology, and I was in forensic psychology in the correction system for a while. I supervised murders. But I have a neuromuscular disorder like MS, just a little bit worse. And so now I'm home. So I do a lot of crafting. And sometimes I give my psychological opinion. Oh, you love my accent? I give my psychological opinion on things sometimes if it's in my wheelhouse. Because I did corrections for a long time with juvenile and adults. So, but down here at Mom and Dad's cattle farm, and I'm visiting and doing some crafts. So I'm going to put some flowers around that and some beading and a hanger. I also yesterday made a raccoon pocketbook and made another one today. I haven't got it finished yet, but I made another one today. My husband's a trapper tanner. My hair is, y'all just really have to excuse my hair today. It's raining. And but this is the Mountain Lily quilt block. New Zealand, howdy. Crystal from New Zealand. This is a Mountain Lily quilt block. Well, I cut some of it off, but I'm going to attempt to put it in the frame with these little overlaps because it just gives it some dimension. My mother's a avid quilter. Her basement is a quilt shop. And so I'm going to attempt to get this in here. Pray for me because I don't normally Mod Podge fabric. I have before. I've made myself 9-patch lampshades for my house, which looks like a taxidermied in. But I've never done something this delicate that others are going to look at. Hi, Judy. Oh, well, thank you. I do some photography, and if you look back in my videos, you'll see where I've shared some of my photography. I love to craft. I do a lot of native crafting because even though my dad's Irish, my mom is like Cherokee Lenape. And so I do a lot of native stuff. So I do a lot of rattles and a lot of talking sticks, ceremonial sticks, stuff like that. So you never know what you're going to see me working on. I do bone earrings, bone and teeth earrings and bracelets and jewelry. It's just whatever I don't want to waste any part of the animal because that's disrespectful to the animal. And so I try to use every part of the animal. But I got the crafting bug from my mama. My mama. She completely. No, I'm from the Cumberland Plateau in Tennessee. I have the dying dialect of Appalachia. I have been recorded by linguistics professors and put in the Library of Congress because I have the dying dialect. Well, we still say some Irish crap. I don't notice it, but when I speak to people, they notice it, and it's just the language I grew up with. Everybody said, well, as you got more educated, why did you not stop that hickey accent? Because as I become more educated and learned about my area, I realized how special my accent was, and I didn't want to let it die. I didn't want to let it go away. So everybody asked me that, and that's the answer. I didn't want to lose it, so I kept on a twanging, just a twanging. I have quite the sense of humor. When you supervise murderers for decades, you kind of have to have a sense of humor. So I have a good sense of humor. But I've got to get this down without any wrinkles. And I've got a headache from Hades today from the weather system moving through. And not the best day for me to craft. But I have to go check on some construction work that's been done up the hill at my house. That's why I'm down here. Got a lot of crap going on in my world. So I've been down here and I've been trying to get as much craft stuff done while I don't have I help mom and stuff, so I don't have my own home to take care of. I've been trying to do as much as possible. Well, thank you, Captain. Welcome to the family. Hey, Martin. Denmark. Well, howdy. I don't really know how to say hello in Danish. I said Guten Tag to someone the other night that was from Germany. I don't know how do you say hello in Danish? Teach me something. I like to put wrinkles in my brain. I must be on somebody's time slot. It's just like a certain country's time slot. Howdy, nice to meet y'all. If you listen real hard, you'll hear a turkey gobble every once in a while. I played the box call a little bit. It swelled up from, this is the oldest, most raspy box call. But I talked to him yesterday a little bit. He gobbled at me earlier, but this is like the oldest. I dumped dirt out of it the other day, but you can kind of irritate the toms that are out there in the woods. They think I'm trying to set up a Tinder date, but I'm not. I'm just picking on them. Oh no, I got a string. Okay, I'm getting almost done if you want to see what this is going to look like. West criminals. Oh Lord, please don't. I'm a retired parole officer. Don't come in here slinging that crap. You know, I had an 84% success rate, and I still get checked on, and I got more Mother's Day well wishes from my ex-parolees than I did from children. So I must have done a good job in their life. They still, even though I'm retired, they still keep in contact, check on me, and tell me of their successes, and I'm always really proud of them. Because it's hard. It's hard to come out of prison and get off probation. Probation and parole are not meant for you to be successful. I'm sorry. You think the state wants to lose that money and that person? No, they don't. It's like cattle. That's what they think of prisoners. It's like cattle. They make money off of them. The more they have, the more money they make. And I can't stand the system. And I'm kind of ashamed I ever had a badge. But I helped a lot of people when I had a badge. But it's not really what I wanted to go into forensic psychology, where we were redoing the assessments for criminals coming in, so that we would have less low to medium with the high risk, so that we would have less kids coming out with really bad habits. It's like going, sending your good kid to summer camp with the bad kids and he comes home with new tricks. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I did juvenile and adult probation, but I mostly did the aggressive and violent men, the murderers. Of course, there were some women too, but it was mostly men. Honestly, at that one murderer that I supervised, he spent 20-something years of his life in Kentucky Department of Corrections. And he came out, and he was the finest man I ever met. Whatever he did, he got over it. And he turned his life to the Lord, and he became the sweetest, most docile man I had ever met in my life. And he passed away. We went through cancer 3 times together while he was on my caseload, and he passed away. And I had to lock my office door and bawl my eyes out for about 2 hours. I swear, I didn't get anything accomplished that whole morning. So we get attached. People say, oh, officers don't get attached. We do. We get attached. We want to see you do well. Well, thanks for visiting, Captain. Oh, shut up and go yell your political crap somewhere else. Let me tell you who's going to win. The Lord's going to win. If you ain't had a talk with him, you might ought to sit down and have a talk with him. Because none of this crap made by man's going to last. None. It's going to burn. So I guess I need to send him. Oh, thank you, Denise. I didn't know you were in here. I thought I'd give him a little touch of the Holy Spirit and send him on. Okay, I'm going to have to let this dry once and see what I need to do better next time. But for right now, we have the Mountain Lily quilt square very tenderly in a wooden frame. Now, I'm going to add little corner funnies, little corner like wooden, we call them gingerbread. Does anybody else call them that? And then I might kind of whitewash this or white wax it. But that is what I cut some of it up. It is a Mountain Lily quilt square. It should go kind of out to here, but I had to make it fit because they don't make frames on Temu big enough to do crap with. So I'm going to leave that turned back up because I'm going to cut part of that off. So that's what I've been working on today. Oh, from Sweden. Thank you. Thank you. My mods save my butt all the time. So I'm trying to get this done. I'm going to have to take it inside to dry, but I'm trying to get all this done because tomorrow I go do construction overview. And then I'm going to have a day to rest. And I'm fixing to have to take a nap right now because I've got a headache the size of Montana. So that's my Mountain Lily quilt square from Mama. And this is a cow canvas and I found this green charger at a thrift shop the other day with Mom. And then I got this cow canvas and I cut it in a circle. But I'm going to put beads and flowers and burlap around it. And make it, country it up. Farmhouse it up. Make it look real pretty. You got to have a cow, a deer, a horse, a pig, something in every picture I do, I know. I'm an animal person, sorry. Upcoming news, new stuff in my life. I will be getting a puppy to train to be kind of like a defense dog for me. Since my legs and stuff are getting worse, I'm going to be getting a puppy to train now so that when I am really bad, I have a defense animal in the home with me. Because Oscar's pretty much furniture at this point. He doesn't know how to defend anything, bless his heart. So I'm going to get a defense dog and train it. It's going to be precious. Hey, Ashley. You made it to high ground. Good. I'll be going, well, at about 7 curves on the mountain. It will change about 6 or 7 degrees cooler where I'm going tomorrow. And that's how quick we drop. But I'm still super high elevation here. But I'll be going even higher tomorrow. I think this one's gonna be gorgeous when I get the burlap and the beads and the flowers and stuff on it. I'm gonna put some dangles down the edge like a burlap ribbon and then flowers up in the corner. I think it's gonna be really pretty. I really love this. And it came green and already what do you call it? what do they call it when they scuff stuff? Yeah, see, my brain's working today. Um, but it came already like that. So I was like, that is the easiest thing I've ever done. Yeah, poor Oscar. Well, he's going to have a new puppy, and I'm wanting it to learn to not be mean to him. I'm wanting him to learn also to accept it, because he did not accept my last attempt at a puppy. Of course, I was really sick and in the hospital too. So, but I still keep in touch with Causey's new owner, so I do pretty good. This is Mama's Mountain Lily quilt square that I've got. I'm gonna have to trim this to match that side, but I just cut the flower out. It should be bigger, but I wanted to frame the quilt square. Isn't that pretty? Well, I normally had healers, but I'm going to get a part husky, part healer, and part hound. And so I'm getting a little bit of everything I want. A hound is something that I can use trapping and stuff with David. If we go out, we can have a hound that can protect him or me or whoever's out. All this I'm looking forward is if everything's going to work out great. So just roll with me here, okay? There goes that stupid turkey. This is my fantasy here, okay? And then the husky will be very loyal but very vocal, which I need because Oscar's not vocal. And the healer is the protective, like, super gritty, do you want to die today? I'll give you one of the funny looks. So I've had everything but a husky, but I've been around a lot of huskies. And I think it's going to be a good Mod Podge. Hey, Mod Podge. Of what I missed in Moses when I had Moses. And my blue healer Moses. And so I'm going to have some cattle dog in there, which I'm really good with, and some hound, which I'm really good with. But the husky, I think, is going to give me a good vocal turn. But I'm leaning between a brown one that came out brindled with eyebrows. Funniest thing I've ever seen. And then a one that looks just like a dog my grandpa had, my papa had. And that dog lived till I was like 8 or 9. His name was Napoleon, but Granny called him Polly. That dog looks just like Polly. And so that one's kind of taken my heart. But I'm going to have a play date and see which one likes me. Yeah, I think huskies have great senses of humor. And but the other stuff in that, we kind of cut down on the big butt, fluffy hair. But I'm going to be a lot of combing and grooming. But I don't want to be alone. And Oscar's 11, getting older. And I need to get one trained now so that by the time I get worse, it's trained and ready to do. And I'm going to train it to do other stuff, like get the phone. I'm going to train it to get a bottle of water from the fridge. I'm going to train it like a service dog, because that's what I'm going to be needing here in a few years, I'm afraid. So at least I have the animal skills to do that. So, but I think that's all I'm going to do right now until these dry, because it's so damp today. I'm going to take them in and let them dry. And I thought about getting me just a plain German Shepherd, but I've never bonded with a German Shepherd when I've worked with them in other scenarios. So I thought, no, I like these puppies. I like the looks of them. That one looks just like my grandpa's dog. My grandpa died when I was 10 months old. But I had his dog as a playmate until I was like 8 or 9. And I remember that dog, and the puppy looks just like that dog. And I thought, that dog might be meant for me. Got eyebrows for days. Got the husky eyebrows. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you, Lucia. I need to get it set up now before I get worse, but my health is taking a plummet. But this disorder does that. So I think my husband has finally figured out this is going to be what kills me. We just don't know when, how. It spreads. It's spreading. He's having a very hard time with that. I've had to make peace with it because I've dealt with this. It took him 6.5 years to diagnose me. So I've learned to deal with this. But I think it's all just smacked him in the face with all the crap we went through with the lady. And he wasn't worried. He's like, you know how to shoot every gun I have? Yeah, but some days my hands and arms don't work that well, and I can't handle a heavy weapon. Some days I can't get out of bed to defend myself. So he started to see, oh crap. And it's kind of hit him straight smack in the face. And he needs time. And so that's like, okay. I know German Shepherds are, my friend has one, but I've never bonded. As many as I've seen and been around, I've never bonded with one. Like, I've worked Paso-Fino horses like my entire life. That's how I got through college, working at Barnes, because my dad's a blacksmith. And so I worked with Passos for years. I will never own a Pastorino because I never bonded with one. So I think it's like the same thing with the German Shepherd. I'm scared to get it because I'm scared it won't. There's something there. It's like I'm not going to let it bond with me because I've just never bonded with one. I've been around so many. But they're beautiful animals. My friend has one that's gorgeous. That is actually the friend I'm getting the puppy from. She does a lot of animal rescue, and she's just got a big heart. And all this timed out kind of perfectly. And then to see a puppy that looks exactly like my papa's puppy, it was just kind of like, Hey, Gypsy. Okay, I'll show you this one more time, then I'm going to have to go inside because it's starting to rain more. Oh, that's not stuck. Hang on. I'm going to have to do another pass of this. Okay, so I did a mountain lily. I'm going to have to cut this to even it with over there. Quilt square on a frame. I'm going to zhuzh it up, don't worry. And then I got an old serving plate that's already distressed. That was the word I was looking for. My brain is. And I put an old barn and cows on it, and I'm going to put flowers and beads and burlap ribbons and make it all farmy and farm chic. Is that a thing? I don't know. And then I've got another raccoon pocketbook my mama had been working on. She wanted to sew the leather straps in. She's got a Juki machine now, so she wanted to sew the leather straps in. And then I'm going to have to do the finger sewing around the tail and around the top to tuck its little jaws in where its head flaps over, and then to around its tail. And there's that stupid turkey again, if you didn't hear him. Ew, this thing is wet and nasty. Ew. He ain't talking to me now. He ain't talking to me the other day. He annoyed everybody the other day. He gobbled so much, he annoyed the crap out of everybody that was here the other day. So I've gotten up, I did a Temu video, and now I've done this, that, the raccoon bag, and I've packed up a lot of like the cold weather clothes that I had to bring when it was first cold. I packed them up because I have storage stuff up the hill, so I'm going to put it back in the storage because it's cold weather clothes. And I'm going to take a nap, and then I'm going to try to craft some more. But this barometric, the back side of this swirl that's coming through right now is killing my ears and jaws and eyeballs. So, but when I have the play date with the puppies, I will let y'all know and watch that and see that. I've got 3 that I want to pick from: Haas, Bruno, and then the Mr. Eyebrows that looks like Polly. So I'll, when we do that, I'll let you know. He's fixing to leave.
I'm going to go with you.
I know.
You watch all of you.
I will. I'm going to do a protocol while you are gone. Mom's going to physical therapy. I'm going to do a protocol and rest, nap, and babysit Oliver. Oliver. He hates me. I love him, but he hates me. I'm going to babysit Oliver while they're gone. So when I do the puppy play date, though, to pick one, I'll definitely broadcast that soon. So you can check in on that. So, but I'll show you the raccoon first after I get everything hand sewed. Mama was able with her new machine to help me with some of the sewing, so that saves me a lot. My poor hands, look at my poor hands. They're just eat up where I've been doing stuff. They're just eat up. That one's even bruised where I've sewed so much and had a thimble on and sewed through so much hide. But I mean, I don't have anything else to do, so that's what I do. Okay, I'm going to go inside out of the rain. Y'all watch the weather. I think it's going to be like this for the next 3 or 4 days. I thought April showers brought Mayflowers, but I guess it's Mayflowers. Kind of bring June flowers now. I don't know. But I probably won't be back on for most of the weekend unless something funny happens. So, construction check off tomorrow. Then I've got to give blood Monday, and then I've got physical therapy Tuesday, and I'm just worn out. So everybody take care of yourself, and if you find something, leave it in a comment. I will always leave the comments. If I need to know something, drop it in the comment, and I'll be back as quick as I can get through this busy weekend and first of the week. And I hate it when they take 7 vials of blood from me. We do this every month. They take it, and then they take it a week again, and they compare and contrast. And it's just like, can we stop? But we can't. So here I go again. So y'all have a good day. Watch the weather and do something creative today. Then make yourself laugh. I'm going to take a nap now with a 17-year-old Chihuahua. Wish me luck. Bye, guys.